What's going on, guys? It's Mitchell Tenpenny, and this is ACM Garage Talk, presented by Lucas Oil. Yeah, we're here in my buddy's garage. Call it a garage museum. This is one of the coolest places I've ever been. You will never see anything like this ever, and so I thought it was a perfect place to come hang out today. My grandmother lived here in Nashville. She was president of Sony Publishing at that time. I remember riding to church with her one day, and it was Ronnie Dunn from Brooks & Dunn called her, and they were just, talking business points, and I'm a kid with my grandmother, and I was so infatuated by it, just, her demeanor and just picking up a phone in the car, and just everything about that was so cool to me. She knew how to run a business, and I learned a lot from her of how to treat people and build a team that inspires you and works well together. My passion for cars came from my dad and my granddad more than anything. My dad was a big Harley Davidson guy, and so he was always working on something in the garage. Anytime an old classic car would pass by, my dad would tell you everything about it. When you see someone that's passionate about something, it kind of makes you want to be passionate about it as well. And him and my granddad could talk for days about classic cars. When I rode at the end of a bar, it was kind of crazy, and thank God I had a truck, because that was one other day that the snow apocalypse happened in Nashville. I remember calling Chris Young that day and be like, hey man, I really want to keep this ride if we can. And he goes, buddy, I got 4-wheel drive. I know you got a truck, let's do it. I was fortunate enough to have 2 number ones, which is crazy. Sometimes the timing just works out, and I treated myself a little bit. It was time for a new truck, so I went in and bought a new F-150. I didn't do too much to my truck. In Nashville, you got to park in parking garage, so I lifted a little bit and tinted it out. I kept it pretty minimal, nothing crazy. I don't want to be too obnoxious on the road. More than full songs written in a car, I think the car is really good for ideas. I think that's where you can kind of be quiet and kind of, turn on the radio or turn it off, listen to the hum of the tires, and I think things come to you more than when you're in that peace of mind. Cars are so influential to everybody's lives. I think cars get us obviously from point A to point B, but how many things happen in cars, how much life is lived in them, I think it's part of every story that I try to tell. There's a specific reason that cars are in our videos, because they're where I get inspiration a lot of times. That's probably why I put a lot of them in my videos. Thank you all for watching. This was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's ACM Garage Talk, presented by Lucas Oil.